tornado that tore through Appleton and Menasha, Wisconsin. Survey crews estimating it was an EF-3 tornado. Today, residents continue to assess the damage. They're figuring out where to go from here. It's a tough question. We get Fox News multimedia reporter Pete Cuddihy. He's live on the ground in Menasha. Pete, what's it look like today as compared to yesterday? I know you've been speaking with folks since you got there yesterday morning, talking about these the early stages of recovery. What's the attitude like amongst the folks dealing with this?
Well, Ian, we've seen some positive signs here. When I first got here yesterday around 5 in the morning, there wasn't a lot of crews out. There weren't many people trying to clean up yet. I mean, at this point, over 24 hours later, a ton more crews here. A lot of streets that were untouched yesterday, they're now being worked on. I mean, take a look behind me. We already have line crews here working. There have been so many of those power lines that were knocked down, so it is going to take some time, but they're doing their work as they can. There's also the Red Cross here. We know nearly 40 people stayed at their shelter the first night after the tornado, and churches in the area, they're helping people as well. People who live here doing their part, offering neighbors water. And that EF-3 tornado, it did a lot of damage. I mean, just look at some of these houses. You have windows knocked out. The roofs have been hit by trees with power lines, flipped cars, shattered windows. It made it very difficult, almost to the point where Menasha was a maze to get around.
My work is about 10 minutes away normally. Yesterday, we got let out early because our power went out and wasn't going to go back on. It took me 4 hours to get home. A normal 10-minute drive. Got a friend that lives probably maybe 600 feet away from here. Her garage is gone. A friend of mine lives over by Calder Stadium, the Menasha High School. Their stadium is gone. The bleachers are in his yard, or some of them anyway. I mean, his garage is gone.
The governor has declared a state of emergency. There still is a boil advisory in the town of Menasha, and a lot of people are still out of power. But the most amazing thing is, despite all of this destruction, nobody has died. And I'm telling you, that's what people here, they're the most happy about, just making sure that their neighbors are okay, Ian.
Yeah, Pete, and it's a touchy thing. Have you talked about that with many people? Because you look at the aerials, it is a miracle. I know a lot of that was that folks weren't in these properties, these homes, as the storm moved on through right in the middle part of the day. But this is a strong community that you've been showing us, and the whole community is still there because of what you just said.
Ian, it's come up with everybody. I mean, obviously, people are upset at how their houses have been affected, and it's different capacities for different people, whether multiple trees came down in their yard, or whether they lost a roof, or their entire house entirely. But I'll tell you, these people are saying, despite the things being gone, they're just happy that their loved ones, their animals are still here. So I think most people are actually very thankful that it wasn't worse than it was.
Yeah, this is complete devastation. We don't say that to minimize what the folks there are going through. This is a very traumatic experience. But as you said, Pete, they're all there, a strong community to start that process of recovering from this intense tornado. That's Fox News multimedia reporter Pete Cuddihy. Pete, thank you.